All right, crew, for our dumbbell single arm clean and jerk, you can also use a kettlebell if you're proficient in kettlebell. With the kettlebell, the handle's gonna be a little higher, okay? So you can do it from a dead stop position, you can do it from a swing position, you can do it from a hang position, which is what I just did here. With the dumbbell, you can do it from a dead stop position. Handle's a little lower, so anytime that happens, the squat needs to be lower. If you don't squat properly, that can add some more difficulty to the lift. So we'll just probably stick with the hang. We're golfers, we don't need to be doing it from the ground. There are times when doing it from the ground from a dead stop is definitely beneficial, but we can also, to do it from a dead stop position, put a plate underneath the dumbbell and raise it up a little bit. So we can do that. Okay, with dumbbell or kettlebell, it doesn't matter. Good stack of thorax on top of pelvis. So if you're somebody who lives in extension, we're just trying to get you a little bit more neutral. If you're a little bit older, somebody lives in flexion, we're just trying to get you a little more upright. So big breath in, exhale, just let the lower ribs naturally fall down the belt buckle. For some of you who are especially in extension, you may need to kind of find neutral here with your pelvis, back and forth, and just go middle, okay? So a slight posterior tilt for most of you. That'll give you a nice little alignment there. Okay, staying behind the dumbbell, athletic stance, okay? We're gonna go ahead, and I'm just gonna talk you through this first before I actually grab it. So we'll start here, we're gonna drop down into that athletic stance, and we're gonna drive into the ground, drive our hips forward, okay? Hips come forward as we kind of come up into the shrug, and as you notice, my hips come forward, I come on the shrug, my knees are extending, I'm gonna come up on my tippy toes here, because I'm thinking about like as if I'm jumping off the ground. Now, I don't want you to think about like you're jumping up here. I kind of want you to think about that, but I don't want you to leave the ground, okay? So it's okay, again, if the heels come up, but try to keep your toes on the ground. So boom, and then you're gonna kind of squat underneath it and catch the dumbbell with the back of the upper arm parallel to the ground if you can. Okay, I don't wanna see it down here. If you have the ability to do so, we'll get you up here. Okay, so let's grab the bell, or the dumbbell. We'll go nice and tall, we're gonna drop down. When we drop down, we load into that athletic stance, and we're gonna pop those hips forward as the shoulders come up, and then we'll get the extension through the knees and the ankles, and then we'll come up and we'll try and catch it here. When you catch it, just kind of drop down, and then you can kind of just reset, big breath in, and then go up into your jerk, okay? So we're here, okay? Now when you go into your jerk, it's just an explosive shoulder press here, okay? You want to finish up with your bicep next to your ear. So if you're in this position here, we want the head to go through the window, just don't over exaggerate it where you're way too forward. You can hear the stress in my voice as well, and the arm goes way behind your body, okay? So one more time, drop down, explode up. That is your dumbbell, single arm, clean and jerk.